Hello, my name is Julien Molina, and I was born and raised in San Francisco for the past 18 years. Currently, I'm a senior at Stuart Hall High School located on the corner of Pine and Octavia. While Stuart Hall is young and was only founded in 2000, it is part of the Schools of the Sacred Heart, which has a rich history stretching back more than 200 years to Amiens, France. It was there that a young Madeleine Sophia Barras created the Society of the Sacred Heart, which had the goal of providing education to women worldwide. As this society began to grow, a woman by the name of Rose Philippine Duchesne was tasked to establish the first Sacred Heart School in America, which is located in St. Charles, Missouri. Later, Janet Erskine Stewart would enter the Society of the Sacred Heart and begin her illustrious career, and today we honor her work by incorporating her name in our high school's name. As time passed, the society grew rapidly to now more than 200 independent schools of the Sacred Heart that can be found in 44 different countries. 24 of these schools are located in the US and Canada. Out of these schools, Stuart Hall was the first all-boys school in the entire network, even though the Society of the Sacred Heart was founded with the purpose to educate women. Stuart Hall is still very much connected to the ideas and beliefs held by our fellow schools through the goals and criteria. One of the goals which I feel especially connected to is Goal 2, which states, "Schools of the Sacred Heart commit themselves to educate to a deep respect for intellectual values." The school provides a rigorous education that incorporates all forms of critical thinking and inspires to a lifelong love of learning. Before coming to Stuart Hall, I was unaware of the 5 goals that served as a backbone for our school. Even after first hearing them my freshman year, I did not fully reflect on the meaning behind these goals. My first year at Stuart Hall, I struggled with the shift from elementary school to high school. I often didn't do my homework or half-heartedly did it. This remained an issue for me for a while. I especially had difficulty in my math classes. I often didn't understand the material, which would leave me feeling discouraged from asking questions or doing my homework. However, my sophomore year, Miss Pearson, seeing this pattern, approached me one day. She said that she had noticed my lacking effort in this class and the effect it had on my grade. She said that if I wanted to improve, I should meet with her either before or after school a few times a week. At first, I thought to myself that this would just be more work I had to do in a class I already struggled with greatly. However, after receiving another poor grade on the test, I decided I should at least meet with her once to try it. While at first it was not easy, I continued to meet with Miss Pearson frequently outside of class. With her help, that was tailored to my specific needs, I began to slowly improve. Rather than seeing a math problem and being discouraged from even trying, I began to see it as a challenge, which pushed me to try harder to solve the problem. It was later that I was able to apply the same mentality to other facets of my education and even life. I was able to reach this point because Ms. Pearson exemplified Goal 2, which states, "The faculty utilizes a variety of teaching and learning strategies to recognize the individual needs of students." Ms. Peterson's work with me led to me enjoying and seeing math as more than discouraging problems, but as intriguing puzzles for me to solve. While I never thought this would be true, math has since been a favorite class of mine since Ms. Peterson's help. Ms. Peterson embodied the 10th building block of the Catholic social teaching, which states, "The common good is understood as the social conditions that allow people to reach their full human potential and to realize their human dignity." Without Ms. Peterson's help, I would never have been able to not only succeed academically, but also find a new interest that helped me come closer to reaching my full human potential. I was able to develop a deep respect for intellectual values and find a new interest of mine because of Miss Peterson's work with me. She consistently helped me and aided me, which led to me becoming a more developed person. In her work with me, she personified the 26th article of the UN's Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which states, "Education shall be directed to the full development of the human personality and to the strengthening of respect for human rights and fundamental freedoms. It shall promote understanding, tolerance, and friendship among all nations, racial, or religious groups, and shall further the activities of the United Nations for the maintenance of peace." I now see how much these goals have influenced my life here. Goal 2 has illustrated to me the significance of intellectual values and has inspired a lifelong love of learning, a passion I plan on taking to college with me and use afterwards as well.